Hiya guys, Love at Scout 1 again. Another couple of reviews that I'm going to do on some knives before we get the guns out and look at some guns and some ammo. I've been contacted by quite a few of you asking for a look at this knife, which is the Helle Odal. I'll come onto that knife a bit later on in another video, because I think it's worth a video of its own. But to introduce you to the Helle mark, if you've not been introduced to it, or if you don't know it, what I thought I'd do is I'd introduce you to this knife first. This is the Helle eggen, or the eggen 75 as it's sometimes called. They're made in Norway, and I first came across this knife about 7 years ago when some colleagues came stalking from Europe. As you can see, it's a fairly atypical Scandinavian knife. It shows its European heritage by the way that the grinders are set up, the way the handle's set up, the materials it's made, the way that the pommel is formed. I really like it. It's quite a short knife. It's very comfortable in the hand, nice and warm. The price is not extortionate. I think now these are about 50 quid. I think when I bought this all that time ago was about 35-40 quid, which at the time I thought was enough to pay. What Helle do is they make a laminate. I don't know if you can really see it. I'm trying to look at the camera and look at this as well. What they do is they put a soft carbon core, and then they laminate it with two plates of stainless, and they forge that together. What that does is creates a blade which holds a really good edge. The edge retention is fantastic, but it also allows it not only to be stainless, so you can use it for skinning small game, or for doing a deer. We have grellock deer with these on occasion, but it also helps with the longevity of the knife, the longevity of the grind. And they've really hit the mark with it. What I have found and what I have seen over the past few years is what a lot of knife builders or knife collectors do. They will buy Helle blades, or if they can't get the blades that they want, they will buy a knife and basically bastardize it, for want of a better word. They will cut the Helle handle off and put their own handles on. I've seen some of these because they have a long tang, stacked with curly birch and antler and leather and tufnel and brass and quite a few different things, and people make a really nice job of them. The scabbard again shows its European heritage, wet formed around the top, well stitched, really nicely made, hangs well on the belt. As you can see, this one's scraped and scratched up, but still does the job. Is a really nice friction fit. You can hear that. You can have that hanging on a dropper on your belt. I've really got nothing bad to say about it. What I would say is, and what you'll probably hear me saying is, I don't really like skinning game with a wooden handled knife. Yes, the instructions say that you can do, and that these handles are sealed with an oil. What I would say is, I wouldn't actively encourage evisceration of any kind of animal, either a deer or small game or fish even, with a wood handled knife. Cross contamination, E. coli and all that sort of stuff. Being a stalker, I've got to be very, very mindful about what I'm putting into the food chain. So we have frost knives for that, which can be sterilised in the dishwasher. So but it does happen, and I'm as guilty as that myself. I do eviscerate deer and small game with wooden handled knives, but I shouldn't do, and I don't really like doing it, but sometimes needs must, as I'm sure you're aware. So the Helle eggen, got nothing bad to say about it. Our colleagues and our friends in Europe really like it. It's a good bushcraft knife, especially for a junior that's starting out. It's like I say, comfortable in the hand. And there's nothing bad about it, nothing bad at all. The materials are top class. You can get these online. You can get these at our friends at Helle Haynes. You can get them all over. Bushcraft stores on the internet keep them. And if you're in the market for a knife just for your toolbox, for your fishing box, to keep in your hunting bag, you could do worse. Put it that way. And for the money, I don't think there's anything really to touch them. And you know, I would wholeheartedly recommend them. One thing I would say is it's not. This is just a pet peeve as well, guys. Battening wood with bushcraft knives. If you're going to batten wood, use an axe. I know sometimes you don't have an axe with you, and you know, smacking your good bushcraft knife with a big chunk of wood as the norm or de rigueur. I personally don't do it. That's just a personal thing. I'm not going to have a rant about it. But don't bray your good kit up with a big chunk of wood. You know, if you can and if you can afford it, get yourself a nice axe. It just seems silly to me. Our friend Mr. Mears, you know, he's always making big things about battening wood, and I know it's a bushcraft practice. It's personal one I don't subscribe to, and it's one I don't like. But anyway, rant over. Right, guys, short and sweet today, unfortunately, because I've got a lot to do. I will bring another video of this odal, which quite a few people have asked for. Excuse me, and I will be doing a review on the Wright's bushcraft knife, which is a favourite of mine. That's in another video, and another all-time favourite, which a lot of you'll know, which is the Eggen Nordic. I don't know if you can see that. That's a good knife. This is my personal one, which I've had for a good number of years. So well, those are coming up, so please stay tuned. Like I said before, if you like what I'm doing, or if you like what you're seeing, give me a shout. Any comments, Lova Scout 1, you know where I am. Alright guys, thanks for your time. Have a great evening. Bye bye.